So tell me about the first product that you guys formulated for Young Goose. Do you
hmm
remember that?
Yes. So actually, I glazed over, how did we occupy ourselves? So R&D, we're not the one doing it. We're the one hiring.
Hmm.
We're not the ones in the lab for the most part, even though Anastasia, my wife, is a pretty pop. I mean, she's an amazing biologist, but that allows you also to know who knows their business, right? To allow us to hire well. But what we did to fill up our time is we had a consultancy to help other startups pivot from this point of B2B to a B2C product. So business to business, selling it to practitioners, for example, and pivot to selling it to consumers. Today, it's a little bit redundant because today you literally have, websites that's their job. Like you go there because these are things that normally the physician sells you or buys themselves, but you can bypass that by going to FullScript or whatever that is, right? So today we wouldn't have a job for the most part, but back then it was very popular. And one
Hmm.
of the things that we helped was a company that had one patent, which was a fermented resveratrol. So resveratrol is the Robin to NAD's Batman. And we talked a little bit about replenishing cells and allowing cells to function properly. So we can think of NAD as repair fuel, but we can think of resveratrol as the gas pedal for DNA repair, etc. So um, we knew that companies who use resveratrol are doing it insincerely because resveratrol is actually toxic for the skin. The
Mm.
skin actually cannot break it down like your gut would because it doesn't have the enzyme to do it. And it becomes toxic very fast. So through that patent of that company, fermentation allows us to bypass that, to make it so your skin can break it down. And we really liked that patent. So, fast forward a couple of years later when we start research for our topical NAD, so this skincare, we realized there is no ability for now to get it transdermally at the time. We have to have a skincare product. We're like, wow, we know this patent. That's, serendipitous. We know this patent that would go incredibly well with that. So we one of the things that I think are the smartest things we did it was sign an exclusivity deal with that small. Now they own 5 patents, but they're all around the same fermented resveratrol. So sign a contract with them saying, hey, we're the only ones that can combine it with NAD precursors. And that has for now fended off everyone, including the largest players in skincare, from copying our product. And they are really trying. Unfortunately, they're really trying. So the first product was a combination of these two, the NAD precursors that are, micronized, microencapsulated with lipids. So they're basically protected from being volatile. And this fermented resveratrol, and we still had room, right? Normally you end there because you want a cheap product or an affordable product. We said, hey, we're going all out. How can we improve that? So we added CoQ10, PQQ. We added a very mild senolytic that's called astragalus, astragaloside IV or 4. If anyone knows, like the product TA65, which is a telomere lengthening or supporting supplement / cream / everything. That's actually what they discovered, that this extract is amazing for telomere length, but it is also a mild senolytic. So we added this, and also a very cool version of vitamin C, because we knew that's something that not a lot of people know, but the ascorbic acid, the classic version of vitamin C, is probably the worst thing you can put on your skin. So we found that calcium ascorbate, which is a really cool version of vitamin C, and the first product was born. And that was a moisturizer. In hindsight, I actually had a discussion with a friend of mine that started a skincare company pretty recently, and they started with a serum. And I told him that's a very smart idea, because a moisturizer has a lot of expectation around it as far as like user experience. Is it hydrating enough? Is it too hydrating? Does it make me oily? Does it, a serum is basically only active ingredients. So in hindsight, that was not the right idea, but that was the first product we made. And that's called C.A.R.E, Cellular Anti-Aging Repair and Energy. That's the acronym. Then we made an eye cream version of that, which is called EyeC.A.R.E. And
Very clever.
yeah. So these were the first two products. They were very costly in the beginning. So they cost like $300 each in the beginning. And when we became large enough to where we can, lower our costs, we did it pretty aggressively. So we lowered it to $98 each. And we said, hey, guys, that's what we believe everyone in the world should use at minimum. So we're making it as affordable as we can. And to this date, we haven't raised prices. Obviously there was inflation and everything. We've never raised prices for this product because we do believe that, if everyone can use whatever they want, this is the one product we think 90% of the people in the world should use.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because it truly is a basis of quality determines results in all things of life, really. Whether that's a car, that we spend a lot of money on that has quality and won't break down as much you expect. But in health, it seems to be the most important. We understand that when we, purchase things that are going to go intravenously, we're not looking at cut corners. We're purchasing from the top Swiss, German kind of pharmacies to get the best things because we understand that will result in a better healing response for patients. So, it's something you never want to cut corners on, or the quality of the ingredients, and especially when it's something like skin where it's visible.
Yeah.
You don't see things happening inside the body, unfortunately. You only get a feeling of something. Oh, my liver's maybe working a little better, and then energy pops up and other things subside, symptoms go away a little bit. But I wish people did see what their insides look like and what they're doing, because we always care about this, right? We always care about our skin and what we look like. And that's why I think people are okay with spending more in this realm.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would have been funny if people cared about the visuals of their liver as much as they care about the visuals of their skin. We're going to have for sure less NAFLD and NASH. But imagine also, people care about parts of their skin more than other parts. You don't care about the back of your knees and how wrinkly that is, but you care about, your forehead or the back of your hands. So imagine that was the same for your lungs. You're like, no, I like my upper lungs like really hot, but my lower lungs, I don't really care that much.
Oh, the vanity of organs, right? It's my frontal lobe that matters, not the medulla oblongata. Yeah, well, fortunately and unfortunately, in some ways, no one, does that